Hello and welcome to my video covering the third week of the Primaris Space Marine releases. So here I am on the website, there on here. If you just go to new and exclusive, you'll then see something of them there. So I'll quickly just cover what was released today, which was the Primaris Repulsor, the Chaplain and the Apothecary. They all came out today, so you can go into the shops and get them if you wish. My reviews for those are coming very shortly, hopefully today at some point. Let's have a look at the pre-orders then. So you've got a couple of collector's editions for these two new codexes. They are new, but I want to know sort of how new they are. I haven't bought them. I was very tempted with the Grey Knights one, but Games Workshop haven't released a single new model for Grey Knights for this edition, and that's why for me I just think it's going to be a lot of artwork that we've seen before thrown into this codex, and also the data sheets just revised for 8th edition. What's been happening recently is Games Workshop have been sending a lot of YouTubers codexes for free early, and I think most people like to see those videos. I know there's some people that like to see my own take on books and models and things like that, but so long as that's happening and I'm spending my own money on products, it's not even sustainable. If YouTubers are getting things early for free, and my channel, I'm having to buy them and I get them the same time as everybody else. So you'll still see a lot of the model reviews and unboxings and things, but the books wise, I think Games Workshop sort of have people in their pockets at this point. So let's just have a look at these collector's editions. So you've got these similar sort of format as the Primaris one. So £50, so that is double the price, because I think they're 25. So it's only a 102 page book for £50. It's hardback like the standard edition of the codex, soft touch hardback, exclusive cover art, black page edging and ribbon marker. So for double the money you're getting the black page edging and a ribbon marker for double the cost. Up to you whether you think that's worth it or not. I'm just here to equip you with the knowledge, and a similar story with the Chaos Space Marines codex. I don't think that artwork, I mean it's a absolutely lovely looking piece of artwork, but I don't think it shows chaos that much, you know, like up close and personal. It just looks like a battlefield, whereas the Grey Knights one, yeah, I mean I suppose so. And then they've just used the old sort of cover art from before. Other new pre-orders is obviously the Primaris Intercessors, £35. I think I predicted that they'd cost like £35 for 5, like Custodians or something. But no, it's £35 for 10. So £10 more than your standard 10-man squad of tactical Space Marines. They don't say how many sprues you get. But it does have 266 components, which is quite a lot actually, and I would assume that you get 2 duplicates, so I'm assuming that you're getting 4 sprues in total, but we'll see. I pre-ordered them and you should get an unboxing and look at them next weekend. They look pretty decent. There's quite a few options, especially with these auto bolt rifles, purity seals, boxes with bones in. That's quite a good looking pose actually. Some with helmets attached to the legs, with magazines as well, and for some reason that Games Workshop haven't painted the entry point black there. And then you've got this with the underslung grenade launcher, very sort of Aliens reminiscent. This guy actually giving commands with his fingers. This guy, it looks like he's playing Candy Crush on his wrist screen there, and yeah, some scars on a grizzled sort of veteran too. So yeah, they're the intercessors. They even copied a little bit of a shield on his shoulder pauldron. On a couple of them actually. I heard you like shoulder pauldrons. So they're the intercessors, and then we've got the Hellblasters with 3 different types of plasma incinerators in here. You've got the normal plasma incinerator, the assault plasma incinerator, and then you've got the heavy plasma incinerator. All the ones with the wires and the coils coming from the gun, they're the heavy ones. So it looks like this whole 10-man squad is equipped with heavy plasma incinerators. The assault ones are these here. This is an assault plasma incinerator. It actually looks beefier than the standard one, which is, that's the assault one, I think, because it has the extra sort of handle thing at the top, and it has a targeting thing at the bottom, and that's a heavy one. So yeah, pretty good poses. I like these action poses with the legs, with the foot slightly off the ground, and the power packs do look quite beasty. So yeah, quite decent poses. I like the ones where they're just holding the plasma incinerators with a heavy bolt pistol or a heavy plasma pistol, or plasma incinerator, whatever you want to call it, little plasma pistol thing. But yeah, that pose I like, and that one is pretty good. Looking at these two here, it looks like they've duplicated it. So again, I would have thought that it's a 4-sprue set. They did that with the Reavers. With the Reavers, you are only you're getting 10, but you are only getting 5, because 5 are duplicated. And I can't remember whether they did that with the normal Space Marine set, but that seems to be the plan, is for these sets to have them on 2 sprues, so two separate molds, as you call it, and then just duplicate them. So for 2 new sprues, you are paying £35, because then they can just duplicate those same sprues. So they're the Primaris Intercessors releases. I might as well talk about the other releases, because I talked about the codexes too. So they're selling Grandmaster Voldus separately. Now, he came in the Triumvirate of the Primarch set for £55. So he's still better if you buy the Triumvirate of the Primarch, because I highly doubt that they'd sell Guilliman for £20 or £25. So you're still better off buying the set. They're still selling Castellan Crow separately, and all the old Grey Knights miniatures, and that really puts it in perspective, this Grey Knights squad. For 10 Grey Knights, £37.50, but you do get quite a few options and things there, and then you get pre-orders £70 for 20 Space Marines, and then you get a few other things that they're selling on pre-order and things this week. But they're the main sort of releases. I'm assuming that next week we'll have the final release of the Primaris Space Marines in the form of Inceptors. Personally, I would have preferred if they had the Inceptors this week and held off with the Grey Knights and the Chaos until next week. But there you go. I mean, we're in a golden age now at the moment, where there's so many releases, both Forge World and Games Workshop. It's difficult for anyone to keep up with them and to keep track with them, let alone afford them. This is the thing, it's an issue when there's a dry spell and Games Workshop don't release a new army for months on end. It's also an issue if they release things too quickly, and it's trying to get that happy medium. But there you go, that is my look at this week's pre-orders for week 3 of the Primaris Space Marines. I would say, which models are you looking forward to, but it looks like next week there's the Inceptors, and we don't know much more about the rest of the releases that are coming. But I really do think that Death Guard are just around the corner, and I'll try and cover all of those pre-orders and releases as well in these news videos. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.